Thank you, Devin. And we're all gearing up for a weekend of fun here in North Central Wisconsin as the Wisconsin River Pro Rodeo is ready to ride into action.
Yes, and joining us now is the Rodeo Royalty Queen, Cassidy Christensen, and Princess Katie Glaze. Thanks for joining us this morning. I appreciate you making the trip out so early.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so first off, how has your year of reigning been since, winning your titles last year?
Oh, it's been crazy. We've had a lot of fun. We kind of just jumped into it all. We've been to 8 rodeos throughout this past year, reading to elementary school students. It's been such an experience and such a great way to grow in such a wonderful industry.
Yeah.
My goodness, and being royalty of the rodeo, what does that entail when you go to visit these other rodeos? Do you get to participate, ride along, do some sort of competition there? What does that look like?
Yeah, there will be a group of queens and other royalty, and we'll end up running flag laps with them. We'll run that rodeo sponsors, or we can shag cattle, which is chasing them back.
Yeah, so we just get to help out wherever is needed. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what kind of got you guys involved in, this type of pageant?
Well, what's got us involved is we both have a passion for rodeo. We both compete in barrel racing and breakaway roping ourselves. So it's just kind of getting more involved into an industry we love and that we're both passionate about. And that's just kind of hopped into it, And the committee, everybody's local, and they're super wonderful people to work with, so. Yeah.
No, it's really nice to have a rodeo right there in Merrill. It's so centrally located, draws a lot of folks in, and it's a good time. So looking ahead to this year's rodeo, it's the June 7th, 8th, and 9th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, what can we hope to see there if we're coming out on the 7th? What's it going to be looking like for us?
On the 7th, that's Military Appreciation Night, so wear your red, white, and blue. We have our clown, Ronald Burton. He's all the way from Philadelphia, Mississippi. So
Throws me a loop on that one.
Almost 1,000 miles. We have the Ladies Diamond Dash, and then at an intermission, we have the boot scramble for the kids, so you can send your kids out there and they'll come home with pockets of sand. So there's
that's what every parent wants.
Oh, yes.
My goodness. Isn't there, I've been to a couple rodeos now, is there a moment where all the kids go in rushing and there's like a small cow or calf in there? Do they do that at all or no?
Our rodeo does not, but some do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of a neat one.
Some still have mutton busting and other stuff like that, which is cool to see, but yeah, our rodeos is not.
So what sort of competitions are going to be happening during the rodeo down there in Merrill? So what can we come to hope to see?
There will be team roping, tie-down roping, breakaway roping, barrel racing, bull riding.
Bareback.
Steer wrestling.
Yes, there's 8 events in total that you guys get to come to see, and all the professional cowgirls and cowboys get to come and compete.
Is that going to be happening each day of this event?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to worry about missing it.
Correct. No. It'll be different people, but same stuff, same events. Different people, same events. Yes.
So, can you just explain maybe what one or two, just an example of kind of what they are?
Yes. So bareback riding, we'll just use bareback riding. That's the first event usually of a rodeo. A cowboy gets on this horse and they just have this rigging that they put their hand in, and so they don't have a saddle or anything, and the horse bucks and they get scored on how they ride. And then some of the roping events, like tie-down roping, the cowboy has to rope the calf, and then he jumps off his horse and has to flip up the calf and tie it, and then get back on his horse, and the calf has to stay tied for 5 seconds, I believe it is.
So, and they're timed on that whole ordeal?
Yes, and the fastest time wins, the timed events.
You're timed from the point that you nod your head and go out of the box, and then your time stops once you have the calf tied. But for your time to stay, the calf has to stay tied once you put slack in the rope. So.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's such a neat thing to see, and people can enjoy food and drinks while they're watching all this tying and racing action as well. And for the pageant now, you're the 2024 royalty.
Yes.
The 2025 is going to be crowned this weekend as well. Is that right?
Yes.
That'll be Sunday.
So Sunday is when you can come on out and see that.
Yes. Sunday at noon. So it's an hour before the rodeo performance starts.
And what's been some of the points of competition in this to what are they being judged on?
We've had a horsemanship aspect, speech, personal interviews, ticket sales.
Don't forget that written test.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Test in there.
Yes.
A few other things.
Yeah.
So what did the horse competition look like for you guys?
So it was the same last year as it was this year. You'll bring your horse in, you lope circles, figure eights, and then you'll have some sliding stops, rollbacks, And it's just to show that you can really like control your horse in different environments.
Yeah.
Interesting. For those at home, what's a sliding stop? What's that mean?
Your horse will stop, but it continues to move forward its hind. It'll kind of tuck under itself.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's kind of like when we have like socks on like a hardwood floor and we kind of go sliding.
Yeah.
Like our
Yeah.
legs stopped moving, but we're still going.
Yes.
Like that commercial of the guy in like the white shirt and like the white socks. Yeah.
Yes.
So is that something people can see, or is that like privately judged?
I would say you could come to it, but not many people do. It's usually just kind of the queen, the queen contest contenders.
Gotcha.
And
So that happened already this past Sunday.
Yes.
And people are going to be coming this Sunday on the 9th to witness the crowning and, also the personality of these contestants
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
yes.
So no, that's going to be a great time.
Very exciting. So if people want to come out, what's this going to cost them?
$20 at the gate, yes. Parking is free. It's included in your ticket.
Well, there we go. And that's, and is there a way to get like tickets for every day, or is it just, day by day you're looking at here?
You could buy weekend passes online. The discounted rate already did pass. Yesterday was the last day for the discounted rate. But you can buy weekend passes or individual tickets. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. And again, when does it kick off each day? Just for our folks at home.
7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Oh, goodness. All right. So it's going to be a night of fun.
Oh, yes.
And then there will be a Jerry Schmidt band to follow on Friday and Saturday.
Yes. Which the Jerry Schmidt band is awesome. They're
Well,
good.
fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you there. And, hopefully this year is another great success for Merrill.
Yeah.
Yes.
If any of the terms that they describe confuse you, go check out what they mean.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in, and
Thank
have a
you.
great
Thanks for
weekend.
having us. You too.
Yeah, and coming up, we have what's trending, including